Taurus, thanks for visiting. So this is reading for mid-August. And if you like this reading, if you'd like to, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if that's what you'd like to do. And if you want to support this channel, there are ways you can do that in the description down there as well. So there are ways you can do that if that's what you want to do as well. So I'll just start your reading right now. Right, so the first card you've got for your past is the Two of Wands. Okay, so before I start with this card, I'm just looking over this whole spread. And I'm especially looking at the Queen of Swords and, the Five of Swords here. It looks like you've had some loss. It looks like something was taken from you. There's definitely a loss here. You've had a lot of losses in your life, actually, but quite deep ones. But this is definitely about love. Someone you've lost in love, but it's not about losing them. It's more about losing you. It's more about losing yourself. Yeah, it's like you lost yourself. You lost yourself in someone, and that's your biggest loss. Yourself. You lost them in someone. Okay, I hate to say this, but I have to say what I'm seeing. It looks deliberate. What I mean by that is, you didn't deliberately lose yourself in someone, of course not. Someone might have led you to do that, someone you're with, if that makes sense. It almost feels a little bit controlling. It feels like someone had some kind of horrible way about them where they got you to lose yourself. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to explain this. I'm getting a really strong feeling here. It's really hard to explain how I'm feeling, but I'm trying my best. It feels horrible, actually. I really hate this for you if this is you. It's like someone sucked the energy out of you. Someone sucked the energy out of you. And you're back from that. You're back from that now. But it took you a long time to come back. A long, long time. And there's a little bit of backwards and forwards as well. So maybe you went back a few times. They had this pull over you. They had this pull. Where you kept on trying to get away and you came back again. Because I'm just looking at this man in the Two of Wands. And it's like, look at him. He wants to move forward. He's like, I know I've got the whole world in front of me. I want to go forward. I want to get away from this. But there's this wand behind me. It's like a shadow, and it's always there all the time, and I can't quite let go. I can't quite move forward. I'm surprised the devil's not here, actually, because there's that chain, that pull to the devil. But and I'm seeing a not very nice person as well. But you have moved on from that, so that's probably why the devil's not there, actually, because I'm getting this really, really intense feeling. But you've moved on from that. If you're getting reminders of this axe and this horrible time and all these feelings and all that kind of thing, I know it's horrible to remember all those things and that loss and the way they made you feel and that you really lost yourself, you lost who you were. I'm getting flashes of that. I'm getting flashbacks. It's almost like, oh, I'm remembering that time and it felt hot. And you're remembering the feeling. Very, very intense. And if that's happening to you, if it's coming back into your mind all the time, you might be really upset. You might be angry with yourself, actually. You might be thinking, why is this coming up again? Why am I not over this? I'm supposed to be over this. If that's you, I just want to remind you, you are over this. You're over this. You're just getting these reminders. You're just getting these flashes. And it's reminding you of not where to go again, or where not to go again, I should say. And I think if you're getting this, especially if this is for a single person, if you're single, what that's telling me is you're ready to start to find someone new. And you're getting these flashes and they're kind of indications, they're kind of telling you, watch out for this again in the future. Watch out on that. I really think you're on the way to finding someone new if you're single. I think that's what that's about. It's like, yes, go forward, find the new person. You're ready, you're strong now. But just remember what happened. Just don't forget what happened. Just don't forget that. Yes, you're being prepared, or someone's being prepared to go into new love. There's new love there, and I can feel it's right there. It's right on the horizon for someone. It's right there for you. And so, this is what's about to happen to you. There's love there on the horizon for you. you're about to lose your feelings for someone again, or get feelings for someone. You know what I mean? But you know when you lose yourself, you're so in love, you lose yourself in a good way. Well, you can lose yourself in a good way without losing yourself in a bad way, if that makes sense. Like, you can fall in love without losing that part of yourself. So I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to explain that. And I think that's what you've learned. And I think that's why you had this experience. Now that you're ready to move forward, now that you're ready to find that love, and it's right there for you, that love is right there for you, you'll have those flashes to remind you. So I hope that makes sense to someone, because that's kind of what I'm getting. And yeah, look at the Five of Swords. This is what's coming into your mind. I remember how much I was hurt. I remember what happened to me. This person really, really hurt me. They stabbed me. I really, really hurt. And this is reminding you of that so that you don't go through that again. So, okay, so I'll talk about the Three of Cups now. Yeah, again, there's some love on the horizon for you. There's something there for you. It might not be there right this very minute for you, but it's there on the horizon, and you're going to feel that love for someone again, because you've got the Sun there. Look at that. You've got the Sun, you've got the Page of Cups, which is about a message, and it's about happiness. So you've got that there. I can see that. Anyway, I won't talk about that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, okay, so with the Three of Cups, I'll talk about the Three of Cups. Okay, there are a couple of warnings I'm getting here. So yeah, again, it's like this. I think not just with this axe, but in a lot of different areas of your life, you've acted with your heart. You've acted with your emotions rather than your head. Now, that can be a fantastic thing when you fall in love. It's absolutely amazing to just fall in love, get lost in that, get that emotion, that being overcome by emotions, all that kind of thing. That's a fantastic thing. But what this is reminding you, once again, I'm getting all these reminders here for someone. Don't let that take over. Because all these women, if you look at these women, all their cups, they're holding them above their heads. So what this is saying is, don't put your emotions above your mind. Have the emotions, enjoy the emotions. This is an enjoyable card. Have fun, enjoy yourself. But don't let the emotions take over. Don't lose yourself again. Keep your head above the cup. I think that's what it's saying. And also, they've been drinking, they're drunk, so don't get drunk on that. Don't kind of completely lose yourself so that you don't know what you're doing. So I think that's another reminder there. Because what I'm getting is when you're with this axe, you ended up doing a lot of chasing. I hate to say that, but I think you ended up chasing them. You did some things you'd never do now. And that shows me how strong you are now. And I think this is, and I don't think you will go back there again, but this is just a reminder to you. Don't even go near that way again. So that's what's there. You're in so much more control now. I can see that. You're taking a lot more control over your life. In all areas of your life, actually, I can see that. Lots of areas you're taking control. Actually, do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting you actually actively saying, right, I'm taking control of my life. I'm taking control of my life. I want to celebrate the harvest. So this is about money as well. It's like I'm taking over my money. I want to see the results of that. I'm taking over my health. Everything. You're really, really going out of your way to really get your life in order. That's what I'm seeing. And it's going to pay off for you. It's going to pay off for you again. This is a harvest. And what I'm really getting here really strongly is I'm in control now. I'm in control. I'm in control of my life. I'm not letting anyone ever control me again. I'm not letting anyone take me over again, because that's what happened with this axe. So that's really good. That's showing me that you're not going to go back there again, but you're getting those reminders. Yeah, it feels like you've gotten a little bit off track with things recently. I'm definitely seeing a few health setbacks here, and that's what this can be about as well. Just having fun, losing control of yourself, maybe overindulging a little bit, over drinking, overeating, something like that. If that's what's happened, because you've got yourself back on this track, maybe recently you've celebrated something or something like that, and you're blaming yourself and you're saying, oh, I'm off track now. Oh no. Don't blame yourself. Don't do that. You're a human. You're human. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone falls off the wagon. So I just feel as if I have to say that for someone. Don't worry about falling off. Just get back on. As long as you keep going, as long as you don't give up, you'll get to your goals. You'll get to where you want to go, especially your health goals. I'm getting very strong health here. Because I think sometimes with you, if this is you, it can be a little bit all or nothing. In all areas, actually. Especially in health and things like that. It's like, you know, one day you get up and you say, right, I'm going to be perfect today. I'm absolutely perfect. I'm going to eat, you know, salad and water, and I'm going to go on the treadmill all day long, and I'm going to be, I mean, that's an exaggeration, obviously, but it's like, right, I'm going to be perfect. Or you're in this other mode of, oh, right, that's it. I couldn't be bothered now. I'm just going to party and have fun. And, you know, so try and get that balance between those two things. Obviously, that's what you need to do. And I think the way to do that is if you do slip up or you do something wrong or something goes wrong, especially around health, you know, if you slip up, if you do the wrong thing, if you forget something, if you go down the wrong road, just stop yourself and say, okay, that's a mistake. That's where that mistake ends. I'm going to go forward now. Don't let yourself say, oh, I've made one mistake, so I may as well keep on making more mistakes and doing more things. And, oh, well, you know, that's where it goes backwards for you. And then you feel worse. So try and stop yourself in that moment. I'm going to stop myself here, actually, because it feels like I'm being bossy and telling you what to do. And I don't want to do that. But I'm just getting a lot of health things here for someone. So I hope that helps someone. Anyway, no more about that. No more bossiness. Okay, so yeah, the first card you've got for your present is the Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you see, this is about balance. You know, her sword's up in one hand. She's saying no in one hand, and she's saying yes in the other hand. She's welcoming the other hand. And you've got to find the in-between, the balance between the two extremes here. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. If you're single, again, you're definitely being prepared for love that's coming up for you. There's a really beautiful love coming up for you. It feels like there's a cautious person. If you know who that is, it feels like you know them. So there's someone who's very cautious, someone that's very mindful of doing the right thing, someone who's very, very, very careful. I'm surprised the Knight of Pentacles isn't here, because it feels like that kind of energy, someone very responsible, someone who's quite sensible. And so, yeah, if you're single, again, you're coming into a balance or back into balance. You're learning that balance so that you can meet them, or so that you can open yourself to them and they can open themselves to you at the right time. Yeah, you've been through a lot of problems with this ex, a lot of things, a lot of loss. I'm getting that loss. I'm getting other losses as well, not just in love. Your strength's coming up here. So yeah, with this Queen of Swords, she's been through that loss. She's been through a lot of losses, and that's why she's the queen. That's why she's so strong. She's a widow, this queen. So she's been through all these losses and she's come out the other side. So that's another reminder to you that you are coming out of that. You're coming out the other side. Keep persevering in everything you're trying to do. Okay, I saw this in your last reading. I'm getting it here again. So obviously there's some reminder here for someone. Someone wants to remind you of them, of their presence. Okay, I'm getting backbone. Someone's your backbone. Yeah, okay, I know a lot of people don't like these kinds of messages. This is about someone who's watching over you. I feel as if I should say this for some reason. Now there's a child here. Yeah, this definitely was in your last reading, so they want to show themselves again if this is you. There's a child not just watching over you, they are watching over you. But this is what I'm getting, backbone. They're your backbone. They're your foundation. They're under you. They underpin you. So I hope that makes sense to someone. Yes, their energy's always been there. Their energy's always been there for you. Okay, I know this is strange. I have to say this. They're your backbone. Their presence was felt before they were born. I don't know who that's for. Um, the personality was felt. You felt their personality. You felt their personality. You knew them. You knew their presence. You knew their energy. Okay, that's for, I know that's only for a couple of people. I know that. But I feel as if I had to come out and say that. I had to say that. Okay, I don't want to say much more about that. I feel as if I really shouldn't say any more. But yeah, if that's you, you're being lifted up by this really young, beautiful energy. Very strong, strong personality. Very strong, very young personality. Very loud personality. Yeah, okay. Every time you fall down, they lift you. Every time you fall down, they lift you up. If that's you, that's the message I'm getting for you. Yeah, just have a look at this card. Have a look before I go on, because I want to leave this now. But I just want you to see this in this card. There's this beautiful face of a child on the Queen's throne. And the thing about the throne is it's made of stone or rock or something very, very heavy. So that's your foundation, your strong foundation. Obviously, it's in yourself as a Taurus. You're very strong. But it's also in them. They're your foundation. They're your strength. This young energy is your strength. Okay, so I'm not going to say any more about that. That's enough of that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so just looking at this sequence, just looking down this row in the middle here again, it feels like someone, yes, this is love. This is this love person that you're preparing for. It feels like they're blocked actually, or they are feeling blocked. They feel blocked by you. So you know who this is. There's a love connection around you, or a potential love connection. They know you, you know them. I'm getting that. It feels like they're blocked, or they feel blocked by you. Or it feels like they're putting, or you're putting an emotional block in front of them. Because have a look at this. You're coming up as the Queen of Swords, with your sword up. They're coming up as the King of Wands. Now, that doesn't mean you're female and they're male. It can be anyone. This is just how you're coming up. They're coming up as, I want to stand up. Look at this king in the middle. I want to stand up. I want to come close to them. I want to tell them how I feel. I've got passion on my mind. I'm a passionate king. I want to come toward this Queen of Swords. But she's got her sword up. She's got a block there in between us. So I'm feeling that block coming from you, Taurus. They're feeling that block coming from you, but also they're getting this block. It's like they've got these internal blocks as well. It's almost like, because they know you, I'm getting this, they know you. I think they know you in a group, because I'm seeing a group here. It's this group dynamic. Now, I don't know if they know you through work or if it's a group of friends. Could be either. But they don't want to upset the dynamic of the group. So it might be that you're all friends, and if they come forward and you start, going out as a couple or whatever, it'll change the dynamic. Might be that it messes something up in the group. Might be that they have an ex in the group and it messes that all up and it makes everything all emotional and difficult. Or it might be, if it's a work group, it might be that they don't want to mess up their job or their career. You know, jobs are very difficult right now at this climate, so it might be that. So there's that as well. So, but there's some kind of group, and they don't want to mess up the dynamic by coming forward. So they're worrying about all these obstacles. They're saying, well, what are they going to think? What's everyone going to think if I come forward? And if we go out together, what are the group going to think? What's the workplace going to think? It's something like that. And look at this Eight of Swords. Look at this Eight of Swords here. So they're worrying about what people are going to say as well. It's like, oh, what are they going to think? What are they going to say? Because if you look at this poor woman here in the Eight of Swords, she's right in the middle and she can't come forward. She's got all this mud in front of her. And swords, to me, can be about words. So she's trapped by this circle of swords. She's trapped by, so they're trapped by, oh, what are people going to say? What's this group? I'm surrounded by this group of people around me. Look at this woman. What are they going to say? What's going to happen? I'm really worried about upsetting that. So if you know someone's there, if you've got feelings for someone, if you can feel, right, it's on the verge of, I can really, really feel that chemistry there. I can feel that there, but they're not coming forward. I don't know why that is. This is why that is. They're worrying about all these kinds of issues. Firstly, they're getting that block from you because you've got your sword up. And also they're getting all those blocks from inside them, worrying about all these kind of different dynamics that are going on. So that's what's going on inside this person's head right now, if that's you. Okay, so we'll go on to the future right now. You've got the Three of Pentacles. Again, the Three of Pentacles can be about the workplace, work groups, work dynamics. So again, it might be a workplace situation here that we've got. And look at this, you've got these two kind of openings here, or these two doors, these two archways. And it's like they're thinking, which one am I going to go through? I've got these two choices here. I've got this group dynamic. I've got these two choices. Should I go ahead? Should I go through this door and go ahead and talk to them? Because I really, really want to tell them how I feel. I've got passion toward them. I'm really attracted to them. They're really attracted to you. Or should I go through the sensible door and just forget about all this and keep things as they are? So that's what they're thinking. They're looking at these two openings and they're going, which side will I go on? Which side will I go on? Will I mess up this dynamic of this group? I've got the Three of Pentacles up there. I've got this group. I don't want it to tip over. I don't want to lose people. So they've got that as well. So yeah, that's what this person's thinking. Now, the other thing I'm getting here, because I'm looking at the sequence between the Three of Pentacles and this Sun card, beautiful, beautiful Sun card. It looks like there's something around you that's a little bit messed up, literally. So it's almost like maybe you're moving, maybe you've got like a mess in a room, or you've got someone's things in your room, you've got boxes, or it might be literally having work done in your home or something like that. And it's like, I want to get this done. I want to move forward with this thing I want to do now. It feels like it's some kind of a work thing, again, with the Three of Pentacles. It might be your own business that you're doing at home. It might be a hobby that you want to turn into a business, because I'm getting work here. So, and coins, obviously. Now, if you've got that disruption around you, and if you're waiting for that to finish before you can get on with something, it's going to take, I hate to say this, but it's going to take a little bit longer than you're imagining to kind of sort out. But once that's over with, you're going to have this free ride in front of you, this freedom in front of you with this beautiful Sun card. And you're going to be able to move forward with this. And when you do, have a look at these two cards, the Sun and the Three of Pentacles. There's an arrow of coins coming out of the Sun. So out of that freedom, out of that clear view ahead of you, you're going to be able to do this. You're going to feel free, you're going to feel happy doing this, and you're going to make money out of that. That's what that's telling me with those two. Now, with the Sun card and the Page of Cups, again, I've got a lot of time until this person comes forward to talk to you. They're going to take their time. They're still unsure of this. They're still worried about all this. And if you look at the Page of Cups, it's like, it's like he's on this beautiful island. It's like he's on holiday. He's got these funny clothes on. He's on a beach on the water. Look at that. So he's relaxing and there's no one else around. That's really important. So it's almost like, oh, I'm waiting for the perfect time. I'm waiting for the perfect holiday time when I'm alone with them and I can ask them and I'm not around all these people and I don't have all these problems around me. That time's never going to come. There's no perfect time. There's no perfect world. So they're going to come forward and they're going to ask you eventually, but it's going to take time. Now, but they are going to ask you, and there is happiness there for you, and I think it's in this person. They're going to come forward. The pages are about messages. Now, if you're really impatient, if you know who this is, if you come forward first, I think they'll step up after that, if you come forward first. If not, they are going to come forward eventually to you. So that's what I'm getting there with those cards. So now, there's lots and lots of potential between you and this person. I think this is a really, really, really beautiful love here. And this is a very sensible person. This is a very strong person, very, very capable person. they do worry a lot. They do think about all the problems that could happen beforehand. Again, I can't believe the page of, not the page, the Knight of Pentacles isn't here, because this is them. They're like the Knight of Pentacles. But they're going to come forward eventually. They're not right now. That's why they're not, if you're wondering. But they are going to eventually. If you come forward first, they'll follow. So I'm getting that too. Okay, that's all I really want to say about that, Taurus. It's general reading, obviously. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Thank you so much for watching.